I'm Alan Dale, and this is the We Are Tourism podcast right here in beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland. I got to tell you, I am really enjoying myself talking to people that are engaged in this incredible hospitality industry in Newfoundland and Labrador. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Well, my name is Skipper Bob Bartlett. I'm the owner-operator of Trinity Eco Tours, based out of Trinity, Newfoundland. And we are an experienced provider. We do Zodiac tours for whale watching, iceberg viewing, great scenery. We have kayaks, we have all-terrain vehicles. We actually have transportation now as well, so we're actually able to take you from your destination, your arrival point, and bring you back there and take care of you right from the point you're on until the time to leave.
Is that right? So right from, if you're coming into St. John's or wherever, right out to Trinity Bay and away you go.
Trinity Bay and beyond.
Trinity Bay and beyond. That's great. Talk to me about the experience that people get when they work with you. I mean, you talk about sort of Zodiac tours. What does that look like for the clients?
Oh, it's different in different parts of the season, of course, because we get icebergs in the spring, so April to June, mid-July. We have the potential for icebergs. We have whales, which are really dominant in that period, but say between the middle of June up until the second, third, fourth week in August. It all depends from season to season. We have great scenery here. We have all kinds of seabirds, including gannets, puffins. We have a stellar sea eagle, which is a really fascinating story. It's a native of the Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia.
Yeah.
It traveled from Alaska about 4 years ago, came down the western seaboard of North America, crossed over in Texas, went to Massachusetts, Quebec, Labrador, Maine, and it settled or it spends its summer in Trinity for the last 3 summers.
Is that right?
Yeah, so you got a bird that's traveled more than halfway across the world. By the time you trace it up and down, it's about, I'd have to say, about 15,000 miles. And it's been here for the last 3 summers, and it's been spotted again in our area just 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
So it's a really fascinating story, as one that people are watching all over the world, actually.
Wow.
So we have a lot of things on the go: whales, birds, stunning scenery. We have like the best 8 miles of coastline, I think. I would say in Newfoundland for sure, and potentially the world. It's a fascinating spot. And if you go on and look at our stuff on YouTube, you can actually see a lot of what we do. So
right.
It's an immersive experience. It's a fantastic place. And like I said, Newfoundland, and in particular, we are the home of the feel-good vacation.
Right.
Trinity is the most walkable, historic community in the province. And it's one of the top destinations in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Wow. Somebody goes out on the Zodiac for that experience for whale watching. How close are you getting into the whales here?
Well, I mean, it's the whales come to us, not the other way around.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Oh, yeah. We promote. As a matter of fact, we're a member of the World Cetacean Alliance, which is the largest organization responsible for the responsible watching of whales all over the world. So we participate in their programs. We're a sponsor, and we promote conservation, preservation, and of cetaceans all over the world.
Wow.
Yep.
So whales are coming right up to you then? You just sort of wait.
Whales are coming to us. We're enjoying them. People are fascinated. I'm still fascinated. I've traveled all over the world myself, and I've watched whales in Mexico, Costa Rica. I've swam with orcas in Norway. I've swam with humpbacks in the Dominican Republic, offshore there in the Silver Banks. And the experiences we get here are top-notch. They are world-class, and I would have to say I've had as good a time and better a time in Newfoundland than I've had anywhere else.
People come from around the world, eh?
People come from around the world to do this. It's an exotic destination. It's not what you think of when you think of Newfoundland. You think exotic, you think warm.
Yeah.
But we are a very much an exotic destination. Probably not as temperate, but the experience is top-notch, above and beyond.
Tell me this now, you would have been providing an experience to people for many years now. Mm-hmm. Is there any sort of experience that jumps out, an event that you gave somebody that was sort of transformational for them?
There's always at least 2 or 3 every year that's, people are transformative. They actually, they become emotional, and they hug, and they're so appreciative of the experience. I mean, we've had so many. Like I said, I swam with humpbacks. We've had them approach the boat, and as a matter of fact, you go on our YouTube channel, you can see some of those experiences.
Wow.
I've filmed whales underwater, above water, all in Trinity Bay, and I've had National Geographic take place on our and support them in their filming efforts. The same people did the Blue Planet series. They've been with us, or I should say, I've been with them, whatever way you want to look at. And Corax Films from Germany. We've supported many film groups from all over the world, including Japan as well.
Yeah. I mean, as you say, I mean, it's exotic and people want to come to this. And the area itself, Trinity, is just incredibly beautiful.
Incredibly beautiful. It's a tourist destination. Like you said, it's the most walkable place in our community in Newfoundland. You come and it's historic. It's captured in time. It's like, I always refer to it as a storybook setting at Trinity.
Right.
It is a storybook setting, and once you walk into that, it's lost in time. It's from anywhere between 150 and 200 years ago.
Right.
The parish hall, the Anglican church that was built in the 1800s. Just a fascinating place. I think our claim to fame, or one of the claims to fame that we have, is that the first court in the New World was held in Trinity in 1615. So that's well over 400 years ago. So it's a fascinating place.
Sounds like an amazing place. Sounds like an amazing experience that you're providing to people. Thank you very much for your conversation and everything that you do for this particular sector. This is the face of tourism in Newfoundland and Labrador.